Oh, you just switched the map. Okay. If I have a mod, maybe he can change the title to !QRC. It stands for Quick Relearn Cup. So we have now a bit of warm-up. In this warm-up we will discover a track. In this case it is from the Finish Trackmania League, built by wormi. Also the maps that we play here are always competitive maps from competitions that are in the past. And we get, similar to the Cup of the Day, a bit of time to learn the map, a bit of warm-up. And then we will play the Cup, which is, I think, Finalist mode. The other thing, the other edition that I played, didn't really work. Hence this was a little bit weird. They wanted to do Finalist mode, but then it stopped beforehand. Which was good for me, because I was leading in points. And with Finalist mode, there would have been a high chance to lose it still. So wormi is a map author that I know very well. I played many maps from him and he always delivers with decent maps. So I knew this map will be quite decent to try. And the good thing is Finish Trackmania League is also one of these competitions where the chances are very low that someone knows the map already that participates here. Like, it would require basically a Finnish player to play. Ah, rip. The ending is actually easy when you know what to do. Did you ever turn down a button? No. Not yet. Nice, make it. You mean the Max Verstappen style? '15th. I overtook some of the Finnish guys. Yeah, I did start with keyboard. And I switched to controller around after around 1 year to 2 years. Somewhere in this region, on the first few environments. Speaking about controller, what's just happened? For a moment I couldn't steer. Yeah, no, of course I was playing Trackmania United back then. And I was first switching to controller on Island and Rally. But on Stadium it took a bit longer until I switched. And the last environment where I switched was Coast. On Stadium I actually switched before Coast because I was not able to drift to the left in Stadium with keyboard. Because you might know that issue that on keyboard, when you use the arrow keys, that on some keyboards, at least back in those days, but I also have that still on some newer keyboards, that you cannot press 3 buttons at the same time. It worked to the right. I could drift to the right, like gas brake and right steer, but it didn't work to the left. At least not if I used the arrow key down as the brake. If I put the brake onto another key, it would have probably worked, but I never did. And that was the reason why I switched to gamepad on Stadium. But yeah, I think at around 2007 I then played everything. So either end of 2006 or January 2007, somewhere there. I think 2007, yeah. I played in everything with gamepad, and I started December 2004. But I guess that already 2005 or very early 2006 I switched on the first environments to gamepad. We figured out, like we watched a replay of a world record on an island map, and we were like wondering, how does he not drift in this corner? How is this possible? That cannot be for real, like that, he cannot do that. And then we did some, like we tried to figure out what could he have done to not drift in this corner, how does that work? And then we came to the conclusion, maybe you can use a gamepad as well in Trackmania? Maybe something with that? And this is how we figured out that the gamepad can smooth steer, and smooth steer can help to nose slide. This was the thought process. Not sure if it's easier with gamepad. As a keyboard is also nice for the basics. The basic, just gas, brake and steer. Like for Stadium this is absolutely fine, if you can drift to a direction. Ach. Oh. I have to join another room. Okay. Oh, it takes ages to join this. Order for the... around. Like the words today. Games to play. They all together now. All together now. All together now. To get together now. Okay. On the server. This is a Trackmania trailer song. This is where I have that from. The Trackmania TM2 Valley environment had a trailer with that song. Like, idea was really good with music choices. I mean, I've never heard that song otherwise. But it got quite big due to this trailer, I would think. Alright, and we start. Warm up over. Live we go. Finalist mode in the end, I assume. I expect a 1v1 with Harbor. Point limit is 175. This exit there sucks out of the dirt. You can risk that so hard. With a bit of mathematics, you will figure out that with a point limit of 175, if I win every round, I would end up at 180. I can allow myself 1 second place and win everything else to get the earliest possible finalist. Ooh! I didn't expect to win. The good thing is that you at least, when you win a lot, you create a bit of a gap. So you will have a few finalist rounds alone. But if you miss the finalist just shortly, then yeah, then I'll have maybe 1 round alone, but that's it. Since Harper will always get second, and so far he was always getting second. He was fast. He failed the end completely. But holy shit, he was fast. I drove a .34, which is close to my PB, and he was in front of me. And that means that in the end, also Sumi's trying 15... Ah, no. No, he's not. But yeah, that is tough, definitely. Then Finalist, you can still get denied. Yeah, this time I had a bad end. Yeah, now I need to win, man. Now I need to win. To get Finalist. Oh, nice Harper, actually not even second. Yes! Ooh, that was close. Woo. Nice, I won it. Harper actually doesn't finish. I saw that it's Sumi behind me, and Sumi wasn't very fast yet, so I actually started saving towards the finish. And then Sumi actually got a really fast finish. But Harper's no finish is a bit weird. But yeah, nice. Almost the absolute perfect with winning every round, but Harper drove a .34 in this one round, which was quite fast. But you see now towards the end they actually become faster and faster, and it could have happened that I need to drive .2 or faster to close it out. So at the moment I could also improve, I could even do the sub now, I would say. Ah, Harp is going completely no slide now. I could probably also reach the sub, But this one drift turn is so tough with keeping the gear. Like, that makes a big difference. Until here, everything fine. This drift now here is not easy to get perfect. Especially this left turn here is not easy to get right. Ah, he's a bit too outside here. Full crasher, I saw that early. I knew he would jump. But yeah, what I was talking about is this turn. This is extremely difficult to get right. Yeah, for Harper a bit annoying now. He will not make it into Finalist. And if this guy would win the round, and it looks good for him, then they could still end up in the Finalist mode in the same round, which is a bit weird. Oh, he loses a lot in the end though. Tsumi only third. Yeah, if Garganfly also wins the next round, then he will be in Finalist. But he's not a favorite to do so. Sumi is much faster by now. I don't know how is Sumi behind. I know Garganfly was very consistently third in the first round. What's Harpe doing? He gives Garganfly a chance to win the round. By doing that. But yeah, Sumi was now so much faster than Garganfly that I'm really surprised that there's such a point gap between them. Oh. You wrote bonk and Garganfly bonked. Amazing. Ah, Sumi is also decently fast now. So, and we have a finalist, and after the next one we have 2 more finalists. Na? Woodpile in the lead. Can he deny? Ah, Harpe gets this left turn very nice. Gets the gear, gets the line, keeps the grip. Does not really get the ankle into this corner though, was too late with the right steering from the grass. And Sumi is equal with him. We know Sumi has also pace now. But good exit speed now for Harpe, he will overtake. Now this very important drift. The exit is difficult, but he gets it really clean. He goes for the snow slide. Does work though. And he gets it in GG. I don't know how Sumi is now suddenly 9/10 behind, because it was quite close towards the plastic bounce. Yeah, now it's also either Sumi crashes or Sumi wins, I would say. Oh, Garganfly with a very clean start though. Here lost a bit by not getting the apex, has to release in this turn. Didn't land with a perfect angle and Sumi crashes actually. And now Garganfly only has to save it through, only needs to beat Rap Mega, who is overall at 149 points, so not in finalist range. Garganfly didn't have the best ending, but this will be good enough. GG at 53.6. Okay. We saw the top 3, I'm not watching the rest. Alright. That should be it. That was a good decision to play, I guess.